I'm Barbara Jean Carey, and this is The Confident Mind. I am so excited that you are tuned in today because this is our premiere show. And I have to tell you, this show is going to be so different from any other show that's on television and on the web because it's about you. This show is going to be all about you. It's going to be about your strengths, about your weaknesses, about your limitations. And I'm here to help you use the tools to break through any limitations that you may have. It's going to be very exciting. And what I'll do is I will give you a forecast of how our show is going to plan out. What we're first going to do is every week we're going to have a quote of the week. And that quote of the week is going to be up on the website. And let me know what your interpretation is of the quote of the week. After that, we will have a guest on, and our guest will talk to us about how they overcame their obstacle. What was it in their belief system that allowed them to become successful? What was that, and how can what they learned help you learn the same thing so you can overcome your limitations? The third part of the show is going to be about personalities. What personality do you have? What about your personality is working? What isn't working? And we'll give you the tools to do that. Before we get started with the show, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Barbara Jean Carey. The show is The Confident Mind. I own a business in Malibu called The Confident Mind where I see my clients. And as much as I love to help the clients and we get great success, I thought, how can I reach the many? How can I go about reaching people that don't live in Malibu and they can't come and see me? So this was the idea, and this is why I'm here. I am a spiritual mind practitioner, a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I specialize in neuro-linguistic programming, guided imagery. I'm a master timeline therapist, a Reiki practitioner, and I have a Master of Arts in Counseling, a PhD in philosophy and counseling, and I am a life coach. So again, welcome. I'm very, very excited that you're here. The first thing that we're going to do on this show, again, like I said, is have a quote of the week. This week's quote is let go and let it flow. What does that mean to you? Let go and let it flow. I had this quote up on my website this week, and we got some emails in expressing what they believe this quote is. So I'm going to read you a couple of quotes, and at the end of the show, I'll put up a quote for the next show. And again, either call us in or email us, and I would love to read your email on our cast. Okay, here's some of the emails that we got in. This one is from Mary in New York, and she wrote, Dear Barbara, when I think of letting go, I think of giving up. Giving up and moving on to the next thing. And again, that's from Mary in New York. Mary, thank you very much for writing this in. And in just a moment, we're going to talk about what your belief is on the quote, let go and let it flow. The next one is from George from Florida. And George in Florida writes, Dear Barbara, when I think of letting go, it scares me. It scares me because it makes me think that I cannot have what I want, so I need to not want it. And sometimes I don't want to let go of it. I want it, and I want to have it. Thank you, George. I understand exactly how you feel. And again, George and Mary, I want to thank you for writing in, because not only does it help me help you, but there's thousands of people watching this webcast right now, and I'm sure a lot of them feel exactly the way that you do. So let's talk about what that quote actually is. Let go and let it flow. Mary, I want to tell you that letting go does not mean giving up. That's not what we're talking about at all. We absolutely do not want you to give up. And George, I understand. I really understand why you would be frightened and why it would scare you about letting go, because letting go sometimes equates with a loss. And I understand why that would scare you, because you would feel like it's a loss. This is actually the quote that let go and let it flow. The number one thing about that is detaching from outcome. And you're going to say, what does detaching from outcome mean? And I'm going to tell you. When there's something that you require, and the reason that I say require is because we require air. We don't want air, we require air. In order to live, we require air. So when you require something, it's going to come to you much more quickly than just wanting it. Because sometimes what happens is the subconscious mind stays stuck in the wanting of it and not actually having it. So when we require something, there is no other choice than for us to have it. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to put out your requirement. How do you do that? When you close your eyes and you visualize something, what is so exciting about the subconscious mind is the subconscious mind does not know the difference between fantasy and reality. It doesn't know that on this earth there's something that's called time and space. It doesn't get it. All it knows is that when you close your eyes and you're seeing something and you're eliciting all of your senses, your sight, your taste, the sound, the feeling, it believes that you are actually where you're visualizing. If you're visualizing that you're on an airplane flying to Hawaii and you close your eyes and you feel yourself in the seat, you feel yourself flying there, you can almost smell that smell that's inside the airport, inside the plane. When you're doing that, the subconscious mind believes that you're actually there. And what it will do is it will go to the ends of the earth to bring to you exactly what you need to experience that on the physical manifestation. So let's go back to detaching from outcome. Here is a perfect example of that. When you go into a restaurant, you open the menu, place your order, you let them know, the waiter or waitress, what your order is. And then after you place your order, you either have a discussion with the partner that you're with at the table, or you look around your surroundings. What you're doing is just being in the moment. You're just enjoying the moment with every expectation that your food is coming. You're not running into the kitchen, making sure that the chef is cooking your food. You're not running in there and saying, hello, did you forget the salt? Did you put the pepper in? Nothing. Your expectation is that the food is coming. You're detaching from outcome. Now, this is the important part. This is the very, very important part. You took action. You placed your order. You weren't lying in bed hoping a waiter is going to show up in your bedroom and take your order and go to the restaurant and place it there. No. You got into your car. You went into the restaurant. You took a seat. You opened the menu. You placed your order, and then you let go, knowing full well that your order was coming. So this week, what I'd really encourage you to do is look at your own life and say to yourself, where is it that I am placing my order and allowing the chef to cook it up? And where is it that I keep running into the kitchen to make sure that they're cooking it properly, to make sure that it's getting done? So I encourage you to do that this week. And please, again, email me, call in, let me know exactly what's going on in your life so that I may give you tools to use to help you overcome those limitations.
Make it better.